I wanted to make this video because recently my Sony 55-inch 900H started experiencing extreme lag when in DolbyVision, to the point that I switched from playing in either DolbyVision mode or Vivid into game mode, and that washed out the colors. It just didn't look as nice. I tried a variety of things to fix it, but the terrible lag was still there. The funny thing was, for a while with my Series X and my TV, that wasn't the case. The recent updates came out with that supported VRR, as well as like auto low latency mode for 120 hertz. I don't use that because the way it blurs the text, and I just prefer the nicer picture and the 60 hertz. So just to prove that I'm running DolbyVision, I'll show you. So this is set to game right now because I'm not actually in a game, but I'm going to show you the actual settings on the Xbox here. All right, so you'll see I have DolbyVision Gaming checked on and allow DolbyVision on. Of course, we'll go to details. The only thing that's off is the 120 hertz. So let's go ahead and pop into a game with DolbyVision. So here's an example of Forza Horizon 5. You'll see I'm in DolbyVision Bright. And it's gonna be difficult to show with one hand, so I'll just show you with the right stick, basically. So if I go right, left, back, front. Let me show you the menu here. I mean, if there is any, it's so subtle. It's definitely playable. I'll press the B button to close the menu. And that felt instant. So let's try to switch games here. I'll go to another game that supports DolbyVision. So here we go. I'm just gonna press the Y button. A, jump. And menu. Halo does this funny thing with the controllers, so when you quick resume, so let's try my Elite controller, because I think that's how they use on this last. Yep. So look. Down, up, down, up. I mean, if there is any lag, it's not really noticeable. So how I fixed this, I think, was a complete accident. So I just got my floors done in my house. In order to do that, I had to power everything off completely. And I hadn't tested this since I did that. The last update for this TV came out in either September or October, and I've had those updates for a while. And in December, definitely had major input lag problems. And then all of a sudden, I tried it again, just on a whim, and the input lag issue is gone. I was going to tinker around with some of the video processing settings. And let me show you what I have on here in case it's at all helpful. So the brightness I have default, except for local dimming I set to high, which would increase the processing if anything. This is default. And motion flow I turned off completely because you do not need that for gaming. I mean, that might be the only change, but I had already attempted those previously in DolbyVision mode, and the input lag was horrendous. Like, no processing I turned off seemed to help at all. So this just seems like it almost fixed itself. I just hope it stays this way because I don't know how I fixed it. Therefore, I don't know how to break it and test again. I would recommend, if you're having the same input lag issue I was having, where even if I had a game paused and brought up like the Xbox menu, even navigating through this was a slog. It was horrible. Like, just simple presses of the D-pad had at least a half a second delay, if not like a full second. So if you're having this problem, I'd recommend just fully powering everything off. Maybe even unplug the power for it. That includes the TV and the Xbox. Power it back up and see if it happens to fix it for you. So hopefully you find this helpful. Maybe you never had the input lag issue to begin with. If so, that's great. But personally, I really enjoy playing the games in DolbyVision. I think they look awesome. So I'm happy to have it back in a functional state. Thanks for watching.